Hey VC, it's Dean back again. I don't know how many videos I'm up to. I'm pretty sure I said that in the last one. What I want to show you guys is my record store day stuff. So basically, I was at work on record store day. I walked past the only shop we really had that was involved in it, as far as I was aware. At the start I thought there was no one queuing, because there's two ways to get into the arcade that this is in, and last year it was on queuing on one side. This year it seemed to be queuing on the other side. Whether the arcade tells him which side they need to be on, I'm not sure, but I was walking up there thinking no one's turned up for a record store day, and then the queue's smaller than last year, but it was raining and things like that. But I think the guy had a good day. I think I managed to get back at about 3 o'clock on one of my breaks, and to be honest with you, there was nothing left, and I could understand that. But there's certain things that I don't understand. Is like the guy, something that would sell easily, he didn't even get in. So one of the main things I wanted, he didn't even get in. And that was the Noel Gallagher's High Flying Bird, the Mexican, the picture disc. Plenty of them, so you can't claim it was like limited numbers. I suppose it's a small store, but last year he sold 10. He only got 10 in of the Noel Gallagher's, and he sold all 10. So I don't know why you wouldn't get them in this year. So people will buy them. He will sell them, definitely. And I was going through, have you got this, have you got this, have you got this? He's like, no, sold out, sold out, sold out. Didn't even have that one. I'm like, what the hell? So sort of, I don't know. I sort of, the last few times I've gone into that store, I've been disappointed with the experience, maybe so much as the record bins are getting less and less. He doesn't seem to be buying really much new stock in. All the new represses that are coming out as well, he doesn't seem to bother with that much. Yeah, I mean, I think you've got to rotate your stock to keep it in line. I mean, I work in retail, and if your floor layout looks exactly the same, people think you've not got anything else in. So you've got to change it up a little bit to keep people interested, to get them to sort of nibble at the carrot, so to speak. Right, so my record store day happened Tuesday. So record store Tuesday. I basically went on a day trip with my girlfriend, and we went to Skegness in the UK. It's quite a nice day. Obviously it's not really summer yet, but it was a nice sunny day. A little bit of a breeze, but we thought we'd go down there. She's driving down there because she got a new sat nav she wanted to try out. I thought, right, okay, well, I want to find record shops. So there you go. There was one in Skegness. It's is it Henrik's? Yeah, Henrik Watson's. Small vinyl section. But it was really nice. You go in there, and they had lots of stuff from record store day still left over. So obviously they did order quite a bit, and you look at it as the shop I went to in Leicester, in a bigger town, didn't have anything left as what he ordered at 3 o'clock on a Saturday. This place in a seaside town that's got lots of tourist people going by it, and people were still in there buying record store day stuff, and he still had lots left. And he actually had some guy, he said he had some guy come over from Leicester on the Saturday to pick up something that Rockaboom hadn't got in again, so this guy travelled all the way across to get it from him. But yeah, I'm going to try. So I went to 2 record stores on my road trip. Hopefully this will become more of a consistent thing. My girlfriend did mention it, so she obviously doesn't mind me spending money on records, but I think she just wants to have a drive, go places, stuff like that. So, right, I've got 2 things from 2 different things. Not all record store day stuff, but let me just figure out what was who and who was where. Okay. That's about right. Okay, so I'll start off with the Henrik Watson. One of the things I was hopefully trying to get was the drones or the drones single. It's 180 gram picture disc, and it's most probably my favourite sort of image from the Muse Drones album, and Reapers is one of my favourite tracks. All it is a heavyweight 7-inch, and it has a paper plane almost with it that you can make, so it's like your own drone. So it says make your own drone. I will not be doing that. I will be keeping it as it is. The one thing I did know is that the prices on them are like £11 for a single. You will only get that on Record Store Day. It's like the prices have obviously escalated, but the different kind of things you had. This one I was kind of nice to pick up, but then I found out it's kind of everywhere. But I'm still happy to have it. It's like I do need to clean it. It's a Coldplay Midnight. I think this was maybe last Record Store Day or something. This was on sale in the sales bin, the 7-inch. So they had a small 7-inch bin, and then they had a Record Store Day, and then they had like another section. And to be honest with you, even their other section, even though it was smaller than Rocker Booms, it had a lot more stuff in it that I was interested in. The labelling was nice. It had, if it was limited, if it was coloured, it was all on there for you to flick through to sort of grab your attention, whether it was deleted again now or something like that. So, you know, you could think, well, actually, that's going to be gone soon, so I best pick it up. You know, that kind of thing. I do like that. They've not missed a trick. It was mainly CDs and DVDs, but the vinyl section was spot on, even though it was kind of small. But I picked this up as well. Really happy to find this. I wasn't aware of it. Wasn't aware of it at all. But it's sorry about the light, but it's Dire Straits, the Honky Tonk demos. It's a dual 7-inch gatefold. I think it's 180 gram as well. The weight of it's quite there. But what it basically is, it's on Mercury Records. It is 4-track things, but let's have a look. It's the Sultans of Swing, from the Charlie Gillett sessions in 1977. I think these are all from that session, the Charlie Gillett sessions. Water of Love, Down to the Waterline, and Wild West End. So it says, so some 5 years from his passing, we salute. Yeah, so Charlie Gillett's a champion of music over the airwaves. Yeah, so it's basically a thank you to this guy who's obviously pushed a lot of music. I'm not familiar with the guy myself, but really do love Dire Straits, so I was really sort of happy to pick this up. I mean, you not very often get a gatefold 7-inch or anything like that, so that was quite nice. I don't often dabble in 7-inches. I have bought a few more recently. But yeah, that was quite nice to get. So the other things I picked up, so that's Florence and the Machine, and that is on. I don't know if you can see it on there, but well, blue vinyl, but you still can't see it. But yes, that's on nice blue vinyl. So I only picked them up, but I do love Florence and the Machine. It's quite a nice thing to have. One thing I was looking for when I went into Rockaboom they didn't have was the Linkin Park Road to Revolution. So it's first time on vinyl, 2 LP set, red with black splatter. Nice record store day hype sticker at the bottom, but yeah, and it's limited to whatever many, but it's the number on mine is 3,487. So 4,000, 5,000, 10,000, who knows. I was speaking to the guy in this shop, and he did say I think what they're trying to do now is record labels is print more, so more people can have it. So it sort of takes away, I suppose, the thing for the flippers, to turn over these kind of things. I mean, I've not had a proper look, but the only thing I did look for was the Noel Gallagher, obviously the picture disc. Should be getting that off Dino Vinyl Times, who picked one up for a friend, but he'd got one, so I was looking to get one. Henrik Watson did have one, so I didn't pick one up from there, so I'm not listening to this. This is a blind buy. This is a blind buy because of Rob Clark and John Magnus Staffhouse. Basically, they've both shown it. I was interested in it, but I didn't have a chance to listen to it, and I picked it up and I thought, you know what, I'm going to have it. If I don't like it, I can sell it. But apparently it's like 3 LP, 180 grams, and I think it's been a long since deleted. But it's got 13 previous unreleased recordings from the original sessions. Yeah, I think this is like long deleted album that's not been repressed for some time. So Emmylou Harris. The name suggests 50-50 whether I like it, but until I listen to it, I won't judge. So, because it sounds like it could be country, that kind of thing, and to be honest with you, I don't mind some country stuff, so I will not write it off yet, and it's slipping off because they're all in the cellophane stuff. Right, this was one of the last things I picked up, and I know this one isn't a record store day. I think this was a Black Friday thing, I think. Tune in Tokyo, Green Day. I've been looking at this for a while, but like I say, it had all the stickers on it. It was, I think it was only 500 in the UK, or it might have been like 1,000 around the world, or a couple of thousand around the world. But it's on blue vinyl, and it's their recordings when they were in Japan or Tokyo. Yeah, so it's first time pressing really. I love Green Day. Dookie was my main album when I was growing up, and again I sort of phased out. I sort of stopped following the bands that I liked when I was younger, and I don't know why. There's this instance where I sort of went for everything and diluted my music. In some ways it's not bad, but I think you still got to hold true to what you like. So like R.E.M., U2, Green Day, stuff like this, I should focus on that because that's what I go back to. That's what I love. So so that was Henrik Watson's, right near easy parking, near the Lidls and everything. So really nice and easy to get to, really nice store, really friendly. I will be going back there again, definitely. My experience in that shop has been 1,000-fold better than any experience I've had in Rockaboom in Leicester. The staff were more enthusiastic, the selection there was more me, and to be honest with you, I didn't get anywhere near as much time as I wanted to, but it was more about the day out than record shopping. I was just there, and my girlfriend was nice enough to let me loose in the shop. So but yeah, I had a good chat with the owner, really nice guy, and real good bargain CD wise and everything to be had, and you get to go to the seaside, so really good. I did, on the way there, as my girlfriend was driving, I was literally finding places and then Googling them to see if they had a record shop there. One place I did find that I was kind of wanting to go to, but it was a little bit away. So they were in Skegness. This place was called Louth, which is like 20 miles away, little village almost. A lot of antique places and stuff like that. So this one was called Off the Beaten Tracks, which I thought was a fantastic name. From the pictures, looked like a little quirky shop. Really wanted to go and see it, and if I wasn't going to go this time, I was definitely going to go again to check it out. And again, this place I thought was fantastic. Absolutely loved it. Unlike Henrik's, there was second-hand vinyl, and lots of it. And there was obviously Record Store Day, new vinyl, and CDs and things like that. It had a lot of box sets in there that I was really, really, really happy to see, because I do like a lot of things. I did pick one up and I'll show it shortly, but I will show what I picked up. This is a love or hate kind of thing. I generally hated until recently, and I absolutely love his new album. And when I seen this, I thought I've got to pick it up. So it's your Marmite kind of thing. Love me or hate me for it, but Justin Bieber's picture disc of his current album. I mean, you've got things like What Do You Mean was a good song. Sorry is fantastic. And Love Yourself, I think the video is amazing. To Love Yourself, and Where Are You Now? I mean, so many good tracks on this. I used to think he was a little git, and he was a little git, and whether he's rectified himself or not, I do not know, but I absolutely love this album, so I thought I'm picking that up. So I'm really happy to have that. I was quite happy with what I picked up from here, actually. There was not a lot of the things. The one thing I did want to pick up was the Manics, and I couldn't get hold of the Manics, so I'm hoping it'll be available on the websites or something come Saturday, when it all goes live again and you can buy from the stores over the web. But I was really happy to find this. This is John Frusciante's EP, Foreglow, and I think John Frusciante's stuff is just some of it's mega rare. When Shadows Collide, if you've got that on vinyl, I salute you. That is absolutely fantastic. I wasn't buying records, I think, when that came out, or was I? But I bought the CDs, and I was literally fun by CD, and he had such a rapid release of CDs, and the same with vinyl. But the numbers were so limited. The vinyl, if you've got, I think it was Shadows, you're most probably looking £100 north for a copy. It's absolutely fantastic. And hopefully they'll repress it, but you know, there's a long queue of stuff to repress. So I'm really looking forward to listening to that. Whether it's his, it says expect something different. Whether it's his normal synth stuff, or maybe his like psyche rock he did with When Shadows Collide or not, but he did a lot of synthesizing stuff. So I'm really looking forward to see what that's going to be like. The next one I literally picked up because of the packaging. I ain't gonna lie to you. Whether I'll keep it or not is a different matter. I have had a listen to it, and I do like it. It's not generally my cup of tea, but I had to pick it up. Star Wars dub, basically, it's like a reggae. So Phil Pratt reggae Star Wars dub, and I'm going to listen to it before I decide, because I've only had a quick listen on YouTube, and I had to buy it literally just because it had to be done, basically. And I mean, a lot of the tracks on here, but you have got Star Wars and everything like that. So I must just keep, if it has got like a reggae Star Wars I will be keeping it because it is fantastic. It was going to be anything. It's going to be amazing. But yeah, I did pick it up just for its artwork, and I think you'll agree it is absolutely fantastic. I'm a big Star Wars fan. Love Star Wars, and even the Star Wars dub thing going off for like the titling tracks in the films. What can I say? I was really happy with it, and that was all from the Off the Beaten Tracks. Small little shop, oldie world kind of village, really old world kind of building, old kind of small rooms, but really worked well. Really good use of space, lots of good things. There were CDs in there, £2 or £3. You know, just nice to top up your collection, different bits and bobs. Lots of CD box sets, and I mean, it's like I picked this up. David Gilmour, Rattle That Lot. Now it isn't obviously vinyl, it is a CD, but I mean, just check out the size of that. I mean, the thing with these is you can buy them now, they're relatively cheap, then they disappear, and then the price is, it's like the it's like the things like the limited or the exclusive expanded editions of albums, all of a sudden disappear, and then you want it, it's 40-50 quid for a CD. And again, I think you're hitting that sort of peak and drops where people are starting to produce less, so not producing as many CDs, not producing as many of these, but then the demand's still there because these are not the kind of things you download. But it's a 2-disc set, CD plus DVD. It's a 5.1 surround mix on there as well, as a stereo track. So 4 video tracks, 4 audio tracks, 2 promo films, 4 documentaries, a 32-page hardback lyric photo book, and a 48-page Paradise Lost book. Poster, postcards, plectrum. But yeah, the 5.1, there's stereo PCM, so which is a really, I think it's just normal. Might be a higher bit rate on the DVD than the CD. But Dolby Digital DTS is usually recorded in a higher bit rate as well. So you see good surround sound then, and he does fantastic. The good thing about Pink Floyd, things like The Wall, when it's in Berlin and stuff like that, the surround sound score on them is phenomenal. They know how to do it, and I expect no less from this. But that was like 20 quid. You can get it cheaper if you want to buy this. Check it out. It's the normal DVD version. You can get a Blu-ray version. You can get them for about 12 quid. 13 quid. Well worth it for what it is. Fantastic. Yeah, so that is about it. So you never know, 9-month gap before another video, but hopefully I'll see you again soon. Cheers VC, thanks for watching, bye.